Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add my capacitor here, other capacitor. This is pretty much the same process as adding this capacitor to the schematic, right? And what are we doing again? We are doing this USB type A to USB-C converter, okay? And we're adding all of these components to the project, right? So now go ahead, after you've done your research in say Octopart or whatnot, and you have your bill of materials for components that you know are available, this is where you use the tool and you go in here and you go to your manufacturer part search. If you don't have manufacturer part search available to you, let's say you're not using like an online account, you can still go to Octopart, download the components and their files, and then add them to your local library, then add them to your Altium 365 environment. Okay, so same deal, but it's a different case, and I'll show you an example of it. So I'll add this here, right? And then this is the component device. Since this has the information I need, I'm going to save to my workspace, and I would add that to capacitors again. Right, then we have, you can add JDEC codes, you can add, see if we have height. Yes, I want to add height. And the packaging, no, I don't want packaging really. You can have positive and negative tolerance, even package shape and package style, or this. So, and rated DC voltage, that's important, right? Sometimes when you get problems in capacitor design and performance on your printed circuit board, and it's due to say a capacitor that drops out a little too low and all that stuff, you want to have that data available to you up front, and before you even get to the PCB layout phase, see what simulation you can get done. That's a reason why I chose this chip, this USB 3.2 driver chip, because I can do some simulation. Anyway, if we go here, I will copy the description, right, and then paste that, and this will be the name for my capacitor. So this is real easy. Just go ahead and right click, choose to save that, and I will save this to my server. This will be a newly released component. This will be a newly found capacitor or what have you, these specs, right? This is so the team can know why are you adding this new component to the library. Now I'm acting as the librarian, okay? In big companies like companies like where I've worked at, like say Intel and whatnot, they're completely separate teams for all these things. We have a librarian, we don't touch the libraries, okay? But at Hasofu, when you're freelancing and all that stuff as a hardware engineer, you need to do all this on your own. I live in both worlds. So now we're gonna right click, save the schematic, and the component has been added. Let's double check to make sure it was added. So I'm going to close that thing, make sure my option for all is here, and see how it's in my Altium 365 environment. Fantastic. And I can double click on it and place it. That looks good. So that's how you add your other component, and let's keep going.